What's going on, guys? Game 4 for NS versus GenG. We're going to look at the whole game again. This time, just trying to figure out how did NS absolutely destroy GenG in this game? How did it happen?
As I said, I wanted to be happy when GenG.
So we got the level 1. Fisher gets hard chunked, has the base. They get full wards on top side. Now, the reason why they're invading is because they have Cassante. Naturally, these guys, they could lane swap very easily. And it's pretty preferable too, because it's not like the most favorable bot lane matchup either. So Cassante, best champion in lane swap. They invade. They have decent invade pressure, right? I mean, Alistar level 1, Zac level 1. Like, it's not really that great. So the fact that they got this, plus it kind of, due to them being around this area and getting chunked out, it's a little bit harder to get counter wards. So, big win for GenG in the beginning.
Fortunately, the time for Varus, I was a little concerned for a moment as well. You need the DPS. I think it's more very true in this competition. I think for Nongshim, they are really bold.
Cassante is going to show on top side with the Alistar. Now they know that the Cassante is playing on mid. The Jace is a better champion on mid, so they're still pretty happy about this outcome. Yep, look how much damage he got. Amazing. So they won this pretty handedly. Canyon does the Raptors and goes straight into the bot side. Kane's starting to hover on this side. Ideally what happens here, like, you know, the Jace would do this wave and run up top. Technically, the Rel, seeing the Cassante show here and seeing the Alistar show on top side, he needs to leave the bot wave already. Yeah. Like, he needs to go and stop the Zac from doing anything. He's trying to get level 2, but Duro needs to get out of here. Like, Rel is perfectly fine in the level 1, regardless, and he needs to help his Nocturne do this play. Like, there's no reason the Zac's gonna take the Wolves, so be it, but anything else outside of that, not acceptable. Okay? So he's still bot, and that's kind of why Gideon is actually looking at the blue. He shouldn't, but that's why he's kind of looking at it. And if he gets it, this is just... Oh, he got it! It's so bad. That's so stupid that he got that. The Cassante won't die either. The Nocturne won't hit level 3. So, yeah. NS are pretty damn happy about that outcome. And now their duo's playing in here. And they're defending the Wolves. Oh, they defended the Wolves, and he Nocturne wasted more of his time. Wow. Wow.
So I had to commit to zone away Canyon.
NS played that so much better than GenG. Jin's in a 1v1 versus Cassante, but he doesn't really do much. The Jace is in a way worse spot if you consider what happens here, because the Jace, the wave bounces, right? So naturally the Jace like shoves us out, crashes. The Jace should base. At this point, the Jace should base. I don't know why he's not basing. 17 CS base, it's your cheater. You're not doing anything in the river. I don't know what he's doing. He had a free base timer, so team kind of just screwed that up randomly. The Rel, he cancels the mid base, but it's kind of irrelevant. If the Jace is going to stay for whatever the case is, then he should be top. If not, then
very slow on his route.
Don't know.
At the same time, though, Gideon has to take an aggressive route as stop back here with an ignite. I feel like he could just stun him, but
denied nothing. But this really didn't change anything at all.
Harass ignite. True. Amazing.
You know, keeping callbacks like the traditional, the old delivery. Back in the day when you had the masteries, and if you ignite on cooldown, you got extra stats. People just run into lane.
Wow. Rough. And Chovy got his base cancelled. Oh boy, that's really rough. And they spent Rel Ignite and time on mid, and he still got his base cancelled. Yikes. Oh my god. That sucks.
turn. In game 4 of the Fearless, couple of control mages. Jin Bars
They're not
feels pretty decent.
diveable,
That's the thing, I feel like any champions that came out
but they
after
are
Jin
losing the
playing,
top side
Jin's
camps.
still old. He is pretty old, you know?
I mean, he was, what, like 2014?
I think it's 20, I think it's after that. I think it's like 2015, 16, something like that. Then again, I say that, and like, Heist is still
Fisher is not having a good time, but that's also partially because the Jace was on mid, which is just a better champion on mid.
Yeah, 18 years ago, that's the thing.
Stop it.
Time is
Personally, the Cassante probably should have been in bot lane first in other cases, just to kind of keep the rel there, and like he can still get speed better, but
It is. It is. Yeah, so it's going to take away from how the game stand out. Overall, Hank has a really full hand, except a little bit XP, but generally...
the Ori
even
has
though Fishing
a
has time
quick
into the
base,
show, I looks like Gideon's move
which
is trying to offer some assistance.
he's down a lot.
But right now, that is
He's
the
definitely
lane
down
that
a
is
lot.
starting to bleed a little. He hasn't really fallen
And
behind that
Keegan
much.
used his
2018 was
TP
7 years
yeah,
ago.
to
22, 7 years
non-canon.
ago, that's the thing.
Stop,
He can make it. I don't know why he TP'd.
Brendan.
Why did he TP bot? He could just run.
Time is passing so fast.
It is. It is.
He's
Yeah,
waiting
so
for a
it's
certain
going to
buy,
take
but what is
overall,
it?
Hank has a really full hand, except a little bit
Tabbies?
XP, but generally keeping it close. Mid lane,
It might be worth it. It's annoying. Like, in many ways, like, does he need to buy tabbies to function? No. He could have bought boots and just ran. He would not have to use TP, and then he has TP for
no,
grubs,
Fishing
which
has
is,
more
like,
time, so,
way
Gideon's really trying to
better.
offer assistance. So right now, this lane is starting to bleed a little bit. Again, this is one thing, you have a 2 carry composition. If when your carries fall behind, it feels bad.
Yeah, it feels quite bad. Here is Zach.
Both junglers on mid. Fishing look doesn't happen. Oof.
The grass gets a very nice knockback. That's gonna save him here. Oh, flash forward and knock.
Oh,
With grass gets
no!
a very nice knockback.
Okay.
That's gonna save him here.
Oh,
Flash forward and
no.
knocks in Duro. Down he goes.
No.
Fight here, pulled through the wall.
Duro.
But this is Keen with grass.
Oh,
Gets
nice.
a very
Lehends is
nice
just better.
knockback, and that's gonna save
Damn it, dude. He's stuck in the Q animation. It was so well played by
Oh, the
Lehends.
flash forward and knocks
Oh
in
my
Duro.
god.
Down he goes, first blood over to you, just like
That's
that.
so
Lehends keeps
rough.
Duro right back in his seat, puts him in his place.
So now they'll just lose the grubs.
Zero do very well into this Alistair.
I'm gonna say though, Ruler's level
Unless
6.
he dies.
I mean, just dodge.
Oh, come on.
It's that easy.
There you
Also,
go,
he's
just
taking the
dodge. It is
DPS from
And
Jiwoo
now
the whole
Jiwoo,
time.
He's like, oh, maybe I can
Oop.
keep this guy down. Nope.
Yeah, Ruler was
He had
reloading,
barrier though.
unfortunately.
He'll never die.
Very well into this Alistair. Reason why we don't see Rel do very well
The Jin did have level 6 because he had solo XP.
into this Alistair.
But I wonder if it was right
Down he
for Zach
goes.
to be on
Bit
mid.
of a fight, Zach.
Because there's no play here, right?
Quite-
The Zach could roll up top,
Here is Zach. Let us
and
this one because
It would probably be better. because your Cassante has advantage over the Jace for a bit, and this guy just died. They probably, I mean, this is kind of bad by them to keep trading this way. I mean, I know why they're doing it, because, like, they want to keep running at him. Honestly, they probably could, in theory.
Place tells him to sit
Oh,
down.
but he just
Part of
walked
the
over a
reason why we
trap,
don't,
which is why he went for this.
see Rel do very well into this Alistair.
I was gonna say though,
And
Ruler's level.
Jiwoo just
Do
uses
very
Q.
well
They're not really
into
thinking
this
about it.
Alistair.
I'm gonna say though, Ruler's level 6.
I mean, just dodge. Yeah,
It's not
there
easy.
you go, just dodge. It's easy. And now Jiwoo, he's like, oh, maybe I can keep this guy down. Nope.
Yeah, Ruler's reloading, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a great play from Lehends to set up there. Another synergy between Jiwoo and Lehends. Feels like Jiwoo's
That's rough.
on that a little bit now. Grabs Duro over to GenG. Ruler has fire there, but you can see now she's moving over towards the dragon. Duro's looking for another ignite. It's not sure, never mind.
Turns out pretty good for Ruler in the end of the day.
Here we go.
Things get locked in the Q animation. Just gives a perfect window for
God,
Lehends.
they just didn't have to trade anymore. They just had to play for the wave and it would have been fine. But they probably would still have to base afterwards. So I don't know if grubs would actually be 100% free.
Wow. So there you go. You're correct on that one.
It might be right.
Yeah, it happens, you know, occasionally.
Whoa.
Jane was 2016, so...
Hey, I said that as well.
Yeah, I said 2014.
I'm spot on.
But you had 2 years, so you kind of like it halfway.
2016 was what, 4 years ago?
Yeah,
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Zach, I went to talk about it before. It's really good into these mobile carries. And,
Ooh, the bounce house, dude. Nice look.
I said 2014.
I'm spot on.
But you had 2 years. So
He
you kinda
doesn't
like
know where Zach is, technically.
Yeah, about that.
And he's playing so far forward in lane, it's not even
about
worth
that.
it.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at this,
Zach,
this is really
I wanted
not
to
worth it.
talk about it before. It's really good into these
Ah,
mobile
it's not
carries,
worth it, dude.
And, this Victor, really struggling, finally gets an ability to press
It's
his button.
not worth
I'm not sure
it.
why he does, but at least he'll get a follow-up flash out of Fisher. Meanwhile, we get a 1v1 here, Keen, getting quite low. As Victor's all just wait for the knocker to come in, but Sante's got flash. Sante gets to do whatever he wants.
Keen's playing this lane well, very defensively. You can see he's very much in the back foot in the matchup. But just a great gank from Gideon. You know, lane we said was struggling, which was his mid lane. You give it to Fisher, flashes down for Chovy, which allows like a chain gank to punish. Definitely what Nongshim need in this one. And I think you look at the scoreboard, killing Jiwoo, kill on Fisher. This is how you want to
So far,
You know, the top laner's going even. That's fine.
we have Chovy inting one time.
Actually, this is something that Gideon's having Torres for the LCK Cup.
We
Like,
have
he will run away with it.
Duro
He's
getting
he's playing
outplayed.
right now. He is very strong in his app. And yeah, I mean, everything lands. You know,
We have Ruler kind of fixing the whole top situation for the Grubs. Like, I feel like Gideon, even despite that, probably should have gotten at least one Grub. They're definitely not going to get all of them, for sure. But, like, maybe get one Grub. Didn't happen. Duro as Hex Flash, right? That wasn't his real flash, was it? Oh my god. Real flash? To Duro, my man.
Fred Zach, fifth pick, is so strong. And that's why Red Side has a lot of strength. In theory, but our teams don't seem to really play into that very often, so I'm really glad that Notion did this time around. Maybe be good for Billy against the Knocker if he's in that position.
The Zac is very obnoxious.
There you go, the Cassidy appealed for your it's not working out very well, and there you go, the stun comes in for the Victor this time. Pulling the Zac in is the Rel, but
they're playing a lot through mid, which I get. I mean, especially because the Victor has no flash, but he's clearly not giving anything. The Grubs is up in 40 seconds.
And that's why Red Side has a lot of strength.
And that one ward there is pretty obnoxious. Did they even know the ward's there?
Yada yada yada.
Oh boy.
But if
if Zac
nope,
jumps on doesn't see it.
If Zac jumps on Jin later and he's a Fed Zac, he will just 100 him without Jin able to
Unfortunate. Ideally, they would sweep this. I mean, like, you should sweep it, especially if you're gonna do looks on mid. Like, you should sweep the left line just in case. Because if they don't, oh, they did kill it. They killed the ward. So he did sweep it. They killed the ward. And then he just rushed to engage mid, which made no sense. Exposed themselves. Killed Fisher. And that was that. So they do expend the Ori TP to at least get 2 of the Grubs. To not give them, I mean, like, they just need 1, right?
And definitely nice to get some good value. The first Nocturnal really didn't pay off when he went bot lane. That one, definitely.
He does a better target this time, let's say.
Yeah, I think, generally speaking, Orion Virus.
The Ori's down 20 CS.
Yeah, I was gonna say though, it's gonna feel uncomfortable because at some point, if you dive into these carries and...
But she didn't buy boots, so she actually got her item first before Victor.
Once the Fiat is broken, you're no man's land.
That's why, like, the GenG draft, they started with the Jace and then they ended up with Nocturne Jin, and it's like, you've got a decent amount of poke, and you have a lot of pick potential, die potential with the Nocturne, but it kind of, you know, you need damage eventually to do all the tanks. I feel like Notion really handled the draft very well, and the individual picks that were coming out, they always had an answer. And now they just have this massive frontline that GenG don't really have a great answer for, outside of Chovy. And you see that they're trying to dive here on the Keen, but they're just getting space for you.
The arrows, they have arrows, you can get 50 tower arrows. Yeah, you see Notion kind of threatening,
I mean, it's pretty interesting how they're doing this. The Kasante has TP, right? He took the drag. Kasante's top. And if you look at what GenG's doing, they're trying to figure out their lane assignments, right? I mean, their Jace is clearly bought, right? Herald's not for 3 minutes. So once they see Kasante top, it looks like the Jin is... There's 2 ways they could have done this as GenG. Like, GenG could have just sent the Victor bot. Could they have sent the Victor bot and the Jace goes top? The Jace actually could technically TP top and it would be okay. Normally you would not want to do that because now the Kasante has TP advantage and they can kind of overforce the situation. But regardless, like,
you have so many things that just drag you off the target. And once the fear tether's broken,
I don't know, man. I mean, it's like it's the same situation. I mean, like, the Kasante has TP over the Victor.
That's why I like the GenG draft. They started with the Jace, and then they ended up with Nocturne Jin, and it's like, you've got a decent amount of poke, and you have a lot of pick potential, die potential.
Either way, they need to roll out bot. I mean, I don't know what they're really doing.
If you dive into these carries, and
if you're this late on the map,
like, you have so many
and you're doing this kind of swap, maybe the Jin just has to stay top, and it is what it is. No?
Chose a better target this.
But that one, definitely...
Like, the Jin doesn't want to re-show on this because he doesn't see Alistar.
Definitely.
Alistar fogged.
He chose a better target this time.
And the Rel went mid.
Generally speaking...
But they don't need anyone on mid. So, like, the Rel should just... Duro should stay top.
Definitely.
Jin should play on the wave and take the wave.
Generally speaking, Oriana Varus every time.
Yeah.
And if they show top, then it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say though, it's gonna feel uncomfortable because at some point, if you dive into these carries and they're not isolated,
because they don't know what they want to do. Like, the Rel is mid.
Get bounce out.
Yeah. I feel like NS, like, their decision making is just pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward.
bounce house.
Like,
So just not gonna play the game for like a solid.
yeah,
like,
their
so much
decision making is
no
pretty
man's land.
straightforward.
That's why I like the GenG
And Lehends
draft.
doesn't waste
Started
any
with
time
the
at
Jace,
mid,
and then they
which
ended
is
up with
great.
Nocturne Jhin, and it's like you've got a decent amount of poke. And
They
you
have
a lot
good
of
vision around
big
mid,
potential,
so
dive potential with the
Fisher is super
Nocturne,
safe. So Lehends is already
it
bot
kinda,
side,
you know, you
way
need
ahead of
damage
time.
eventually to deal with
The
all
Rel's
that tank.
literally
You're
taking
no
a
man's-
base because she doesn't have wards. But the Rel should have already based in at this point.
Orianna Varus every time.
Yeah,
Or just not
Knocked him
spend
out.
her 2
Not
wards.
K'Sante, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say though, it's gonna feel uncomfortable because at some point, drag you off the target.
They started with the Jace,
And Nocturne wants to
they
go
ended
top
up
for
with
his
Nocturne
camps.
but handled the draft very well, and the individual picks that were coming out, they always had an answer. And now they just have this massive front line
This is
that
not
GenG
ideal.
don't really have a great answer for, outside of Chovy.
So now the Ori's gonna get a free
And
push
they're
on mid.
trying to dive here on the Keen, but really just mainly
man.
getting space for Jiwoo.
The arrows, the Halo arrows from Jiwoo didn't hit. Yeah, you can see Nongshim kind of threatening, but not wanting to overcook, unless...
What the fuck are
just
they
going in.
doing?
There's the bounce castle once again. Stretching strikes. Utilized, but the follow-up is very slow, but there's
Oh my
the
god,
corruption,
dude, it's
and
crazy.
there you
This
go.
is such a
Okay,
crazy
great.
death.
I saw
Also, you don't want to
Duro
dive the
coming down low, I was
K'Sante
like, is
top,
this
by
too
the way.
much?
So,
But
like,
no, they managed
the
to get it
Nocturne
and
ending up on
disengage.
top side for
They answered
camps,
their carry,
cool,
the
but
Zac
like,
in the jungle.
for the actual
Absolutely.
game
So,
sake, it's not good.
They really have been dragging the pace in the series as a whole. It feels like
And it's
everyone
off
takes
Lehends.
out.
I mean,
You
Lehends
have to
just-
in the meantime, Kang is massively important farm, so not to be outdone. He is worked hard to try and bring up
Lehends just way further ahead on the play.
Again, don't do it. It's not a good idea. They do have this first turret though, and with King getting low.
So K'Sante holds. Like, he bought a lot of time. I do think it's a little too much, like,
So, not to be outdone.
I feel like the Alistar should not go top at this point. I feel like once this guy does this much amount of work, the Alistar could just be going through mid to get vision. Not really necessary to be here. Just like how I think the Ori, I think the Ori overtaking top is okay. That sounds fine.
Now it's gonna come down to the initial objectives, which are both Eden on a wet piece.
Varus took out the bot turret.
So look at those.
The Zac is farming.
I've got some news for you, Brendan.
What's that?
Okay, 3 super bulky tanks in the enemy team, right? Item.
Oh, no.
Item, would you... It's not a tank, I'll tell you that much.
He's gonna do the thing where he goes collector and then he eventually goes for a last resort item, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna rush LER first or anything, but I just think a lot of people will see K'Sante, Zac, Alistair, and they'll see Jhin with collector, and they'll be like,
Yeah,
it ain't happening.
of course.
It's never happening, bro.
It's not.
How many times do you think he gets for load to kill it?
He's gonna fumble the floor before he's able to do that.
Drop him on the floor.
Yeah, he's gonna trip over them. He's like tumbling downstairs. Poor Jhin, man.
Poor Jhin.
I mean, you're not able to really shoot through this front line though. That's
Should have NS done it this way?
he's gonna do the thing.
Item,
I mean, the
would you-
Ori didn't have
Brendan,
flash for
what's
a
that?
bit.
Okay.
The Nocturne could make a play on her, so
Would
I guess
you-
he does need help.
He goes for a last.
We'll see. It ain't
And
happening.
the Varus has the
Of
mid
course.
turret,
It's never
plus
happening,
sums.
bro.
It's he's gonna.
So this is
How
probably
many
fine.
wards-
I mean,
how
they're
many
definitely
get
being a
for
little
load?
overly aggressive here, and I think at this point,
It's not.
Duro could just go. By the way, like, they're dude, this is no way. Is this like the third time I've seen this now? I only watched game 1, and I'm watching this game, right? This is the third time this guy should just run at them. Like, look who's here. It's a 5v4. You have him. You place Nocturne R on. This guy can't TP. At least I don't think he can TP, right? Like, just go. Like, you could pop Jhin R here right now. Keen will literally run at this guy and stop this guy from doing anything to you. And it just looks bad. This is just not a good corner for NS to take, but like GenG, like Duro is just not looking. Like, you see the sis pings? I'm pretty sure that's Chovy who's saying that, and then Duro's like, okay, I'm gonna go, and it's like he doesn't get anything. So they get completely unpunished from it. The K'Sante gets his base off. They definitely should kill that ward, by the way. Oh my god, they didn't kill the ward. There is no way they didn't kill that ward.
We have a TP coming in.
Now they have to play around.
Very fed. The paranoia is going to break up this fight as the
Fuck
K'Sante
me.
has to
Ooh,
take up a bunch.
that's bad.
The angle here on a ruler gets into a really rough spot, but the engage from Duro is quite nice. But yeah, look, trying to hit the back line, they're not quite able to do so.
Yikes.
And down will go Duro. You do see that Lehends and Jiwoo
Nice.
blow themselves, but Kingen and Gideon
Kingen, my fucking goat, dude. Damn. Jiwoo, no. Damn it, dude, I knew that was gonna happen. Jiwoo, you idiot.
We have a TP coming in.
Man, that was so good by Kingen. I want to look at see what happens with the rest of it. So what does Duro do? Duro has 2 options. Go to the K'Sante or go to the Herald. I think the smartest thing for them to do is to just rally on the K'Sante.
We have a TP coming in as
I also think it would be good
for sure.
I feel like
not
the
sure how
Zac
he's
needs
gonna deal
to
damage.
initiate on the left and say screw the Herald too, no? Like, surely that's what has to happen, right? Like, ball up Zac, send Zac to these guys, get their flashes, and then come back down.
The back lane either. We have a TP coming in.
I also do think, because Chovy had no one on him, I do think if Chovy held this line and wrapped around, this fight should not be as bad as it is for GenG. Regardless of this TP, it shouldn't be as bad. But the Zac goes here, which is weird.
Very fed.
And then this guy has to do a miracle.
It's gonna break up.
And obviously the first thing Ruler should do is just fucking flash. Like, dude, just flash. Like, you don't know what direction he's going. I guess you can assume his direction will be this way. But if he hits nothing, he's dead in the water. That's it. He's finished. And my whole thing is like, yeah, I guess victory coming this way does help with the Cassante. I will say, if he was wrapping around the other way, he would have screwed these guys over. So the Cassante is even more isolated.
This fight as the Cassante
like, Kingen, the Ruler doesn't evade the way he should. Kingen gets him. This guy gets a 3-man play, which is actually not half bad. Honestly, not half bad. Kind of wish he didn't try to stun the Varus. I think if he stunned the Ori, this would be a lot better. But he doesn't. He dies. Also, does Canyon just like... Canyon flash? He was fine. Why did he flash?
On a ruler, gets into a really rough spot, but the engage from Duro is quite nice. But yeah, look.
What does Keen do?
Ruler gets into a really rough spot, but the engage from
Oh, he got
Duro is quite nice.
Lehends just knocked him away.
The back line, they're not quite able to do so. And down will go Duro. You see that Lehends do quite low themselves, but Kingen and Gideon still alive and thriving. They stay alive for so long. Nobody can kill these things. He is going to flash away from the kill, but it's still going to get a shutdown over the Fisher. Was it really worth it in the end? As yes, he did get the kill, but here comes Nongshim on the chase looking for more. Yeah. What do you do, Jin?
He's dead.
And Nongshim.
He's starting to cry.
Look at the team fight. Once again, it feels like they're the ones who know how to play the game.
I mean, props to Kingen, right? I mean, like, that guy made that play work, even though Gideon did something completely opposite and over-focused on the Herald, which... The Herald doesn't matter, the fight matters the most. Canyon also kind of over-focused on the Herald. But those kills matter a lot. Yeah, I mean, this is why they get the dragon, and now they just need to play for soul. They did 5 stack for that, so they did drop the top wave. The Victor is in a very good spot. I mean, they're definitely playing for the Victor win con. It's a little interesting that they decided to... Okay, it's not interesting, it's just bad. I mean, like, they took the mid turret, and they obviously need to go recover bot. I don't know where the Otacon is spawning. Oh, it's spawning down here. Yeah, this makes even less sense. Why would you go up? At this point, they should just roll out bot together and make sure Ori's okay. Like, these guys care about the... Like, these guys are moving this way anyways. Like, they care about this. Like, if this guy pushes this, takes this down, who cares? Doesn't matter. The turret doesn't matter at this point.
Clear, you know? I think Mountain Soul would probably be more into this.
So, yeah. Oh, man. That's so unlucky.
Yeah. And I mean, they're gonna go together. There's another Giga Cone. Can he get the angle? Wait, he's in the tower!
Oh my god.
Damage already.
I can't wait from the 4 you want with
What is the Rel doing during this whole time? No wards.
It just came up.
The dragon's already gone.
You know, Zac,
he was like 2 seconds on
Yeah, the dragon's gone at this point. You might as well just drop your wards in base. Like, you're not doing anything.
I'm not gonna say that it's the best soul you
or if he at least should have just ran in the top side and gone 2 wards, no? Like, he didn't get anything done with the 2 wards he had. Base runs top side, but again, to me, it's like, who cares about running top side?
I mean, I think Mountain Soul.
There's nothing there. I think Canyon just kills himself.
My god, that's seems.
And then they get the mid turrets, so now they can always just initiate on GenG's bot lane, like, forever.
they didn't see the R5 Zac
You know, they got back on TP committed, but I don't even think GenG can bothering approach. I mean, this is a 2IM Blazing King Rage Blade. Barrett is getting this.
It's just too hard.
So the TP's
What do they do? It's just too difficult.
Just run up to the top lane, cancel wave. But it's still a great for Notion, right? They're going to get Icon, and they're in a position to use it because it's not all Icon where you get to die basically for free, but still get to die really well.
Oh, and they certainly are competition. Double tap. The very good thing is, can they even die?
Well, I guess we'll find out. It's a big roll ultimate come in, but the damage is not quite there finally. Beginning to land as the big Gideon goes into his passive for the first time, as it looks like in fact he will get a decent amount of value from these Icon resets as in goes King and the knockback once again.
So I definitely don't like how they did this. Like, they're kind of giving the Victor a bunch of space to farm up. So they know in the back of their head, like, okay, that's gonna be a problem, right? They're four-manning the turret, but the wave is already dead. So, ooh, good flash by King. The only thing is, like, he definitely could have comboed this faster if he knew this was what was happening. And they might be able to kill this guy. And if he does die, then it's really worth. And that's not King, but they fail, and it turns into kind of a mess. And even, like I said, even though they have Otacon revive, it's not ideal to just die as is.
Yes, they can die. You know, I think they're very tanky with the yes, they definitely can. I'm glad they can. That's 50 for me.
Especially when taking Otacon, it doesn't lead towards, like, really anything.
As well, by the way. Yeah. Really did go the collector, and then like,
but they still keep their vision up, I guess. In the end, they take the turret on the afterfact. They'll take the dragon. So the dragon's gone.
So I think we always far behind.
Lehends is always in their face getting vision first.
Doesn't feel inspiring. I don't see that much Jin and think, wow. Okay, actually, this kind of round though, it's just a Jin. I see a Jin into these tanks, I'm like,
yeah, he was able to do damage when they killed the turret and got 3-9 well ulted.
Yes, I think the tower probably did more.
He slowed them.
True. I mean, if they're less than 5% HP, he will collect them. Yeah. You know, and we'll get a little bit of extra gold they can put towards items, which I heard helps you do more damage.
I think that's all she wrote.
Yeah, we're not sure about that yet. We need more data.
I also think it's a game like, you need to kill the Orion and the Varus, and the divers, your Nocturne and your Rel, are combined 1-7-1.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much rides on this Cassante, so much rides on him. I mean, like, yeah, the Jace is, like, in a good spot. It's just... The Zac just feels...
Yeah, I mean, this...
Zac just feels unkillable.
Probably the only issue that our carries will have, and if we can put him out of the game,
because you have Jin, like, it just doesn't feel like you have enough damage for the Zac and the Cassante with this Jace build. Fish just getting caught, like, quite often. That's definitely happened a little too much.
You know, okay, I'm gonna say it. Like, I get it because I think going Baron there is extremely risky. Yeah. But the problem is, you look at it, okay, they bring Sea's on guard, but Fisher's bad finishes on you. You didn't get Fisher's flash, you didn't get TP King, right? This sort of play, it's fine if you not get Baron fit, but you really hope to get a bit more. And the end result is, like, this is gold.
Man, it's a really good pick-off with the Blast Cone. I mean, there's nothing really else to be said about it. But also, they shouldn't be so far. Again, like, there's like kind of overreaching in the quadrants when your jungler is just not near. And yeah, it's definitely happening a little too much. So we're just waiting for Dragon. I mean, that's all we're doing at this point. We just waited for Dragon.
They will die.
Once Gideon gets Spirit Visage, and if they get this Tempex Soul, I think he just becomes immortal. The thing is, well, Jovi's not going Void Staff yet. He's on Seekers, but he's like, I only get Bounce House and one shot by Oriana.
Ooh, they're gonna trade the Dragon for bursting the Baron. They have it.
Not gonna happen.
GenG overlooked.
Doesn't even seem like he will. They want to punish, and Lehends
will
give his life for
good Lehends, good.
But one Zac shot onto Zac is not enough. As Jiwoo trying to turn this one around, they keep.
There's no threat on Jiwoo yet.
And
now he flashes.
Fight, but Duro gets bounced out, so
no! Oh, that guy gets caught. Oh my god, that guy's... Is he dead?
And Gideon right on top of both of them. GenG!
Dude, they overextended.
Like he will. They won.
No! This was good play, NS though. Look at this. They don't have a lot of vision on this, right? Like, they have okay vision, but not a lot of vision. GenG is covering the Victor. They have one ward for the Baron. Jace has control over mid. But the problem is they don't have... What they needed was they needed a ward on mid or here. Or here. Like, they needed, like, any ward in this vicinity to see movement upwards to Baron. Not, like, just to see if they're on Baron, but see if they're moving towards Baron. And I think that's where Rel failed, because look, Rel had the timer to get the vision. He could have done it, but he didn't do it. So since he didn't do it, And they definitely swept that area.
Jovi's not going void staff yet. He's
As
gone
NS, they swept the area.
You know what?
They know it's open.
Not shit. No, we can't let them get it.
They're just so out of position here. GenG, you gotta get.
To be perfectly honest, Lehends should have kept running up.
So out of position here.
Lehends actually semi-killed himself.
But you can't.
Too late.
Not gonna happen. Lehends might have to pay for it, but no, he doesn't even seem like he will. They
And yeah,
want
when
to
he
punish,
so he
and Lehends
sacrificed
will get
himself,
his
which is
life for it.
fine.
But one Zach,
And this guy goes
shot
in.
onto
Rel
Zach
has
is not enough.
Rel should just go.
Shibu trying to turn this one around. But
Shouldn't
one
Rel get
Zach
go there sooner?
shot
Rel should
onto
go
Zach
now. Like Rel should already be like ulting it at this point.
is not enough as Shibu trying to turn this one around. They keep nose him around, and now GenG trying to force them into a fight, but trying to turn this one around.
Yeah.
But one Zach shot onto Zach is not enough as Shibu trying to turn this.
I want to say that the Jace shouldn't just get in it. Just play as the tank, no?
Around, they keep nose him around.
I feel like Jace is just playing like he should just go. Just send it. They actually might be able to pick something off here. Like, I think Duro could be a little bit faster, but what he's doing is correct. And then Keen just, like I said, Keen just needs to go in. Like, you're playing tank Jace. Like, go. Buy time for Chovy to, like, DPS. Because, like, Keen is giving him no space, so Duro's in there alone. And then Ju gets all the time in the world to just use his sums to properly, like, deal with this. The Jace gets taken care of by Cassante now.
And now you've got Fisher and Gideon right on top of both of them. GenG just reeking of desperation here, trying to get over and punish. And
shit, dude. And they get the fucking... They get the soul, too. They ace them, they get the Baron, they get the soul. And that's the game. There's nothing else that can be done. That was a good play. He knew there was no flash. He has the Zonias.
And there you go. I'm not sure about that one.
Rel needs to go. Rel needs to go. Rel needs to go. Rel needs to go.
Pretty big, although no Shamar going
wow,
very deep
Rel
for this
didn't
one.
have to go? Dude, the whole time I'm thinking, like, Rel needs to send it. Rel needs to send it.
And there you go.
Like, wait. Rel needs to send it now. Rel needs to go now. Rel, like, just pull them in. Give this guy space to go to do his thing. King can literally run at this guy too and then they have to peel back for the Jace. And then he's gonna pop R. And then this guy's gonna free hit. That is how it should go, right? But Duro's just saving. Gets literally nothing, dies free.
Oh my god, that's a big ult.
Yeah. You can see the health bars.
What was Keen doing?
Although no Shamar, sure about that one. Nice Zonias, I guess. And it's Gideon too.
I feel like this only works.
I'm not sure about that one.
I feel like if Duro did go in, Kane could go on the back line and it could work. But because
Nice Zonias, I guess. And the follow-up.
he's not going at all. Yeah, it's just, it is what it is.
Eventually, you can kill Duro. He's going to be traded out.
That's a big ult.
Yeah. You see the health bars are very slowly leaving guys to fall. Okay, Kane says we can win. We're still going.
That one that thread in the LCK made me very nervous. He should not be tanking Jinnels, but it feels like getting so much weight to kill just the Alistair. It took forever. It took so long.
But they did it.
Yeah, the base is in shambles, and now Nongshim can just reset head top, and the Super Nintendo do away for them. And the thing is, they didn't actually really get any additional summons at the back of that. Like, you were in the last fight, so it won't be long before that's back up. I think that's a big reason why this fight got a little way too bulky. And he has a bonus chain vest. And he has Tiamat and Wits End, so he's legitimately tanky now.
This game's over.
Like, he actually won't go down easily.
I mean, this game's for sure over, right?
Oh, Lehends.
Anyone's just having fun.
He's having a great time.
I think he's sending a message, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, what up? No Shim. I moved over to No Shim. I knew we'd be better than you guys.
Like, the supers are coming in, so the Jace needs to be on this.
You can tell he's hyped, 'cause this game looks
The Victor's gonna be on it. Okay, the Victor's the more important pick, but I guess he can handle it.
How to destroy Nexuses.
It has only made them stronger. The adversity they have had to go through in this game,
They
this
battled.
series.
They battled.
Anyone harder than GenG?
Anyone who's eaten the really spicy Nongshim noodles will know this ability, right? Yes, it hits, but you come out a stronger person.
Yeah, exactly. And No Shim has done exactly that. Every game
They're just waiting for their objective? Okay. I mean, they do have wave clear with Victor, so I guess they do need the Baron to kind of finish it. Also, if they overdive, they can die.
But for now, looking to just deny area away from the Baron. And there's two problems. Firstly, you have this Jace who's not like a Camille, like we had in earlier games, not as good as a threat on the flank. And secondly, you don't really have the deep this time. So I think a lot of the problems in previous games were solved by teams just TP flanking. They don't have that tool in their wheelhouse in this one.
Yeah. Well, GenG are gonna have to send it one way or another as the Baron was unleashed. Here comes Duro looking for that front line. Fisher should not be front line, but eventually he should be okay. Flashes away, and there's trying to another. as the Baron was unleashed. Here comes Duro, looking for that front line. Fisher should not
Okay.
be another.
I mean, this guy's flashed, by the way.
Unleashed. Here comes Duro, looking for that front line. Fisher should not be frontlining, but eventually he should be okay. Flashes away, and they're trying to fight front to back now. Catching Keen out. The damage not quite there. You know, don't try to turn, but it's like they trick over their own.
They're gonna go back on it. They get it.
Maybe they decouple the Elden Baron, but it looks like the Elden Baron's going to go down. Still a minute.
Well, they're getting in there, but there's the knockup on a Jovi. Follow-up knockup. The bouncy house is beginning.
Nice. Oh, nice. Really well played. Really well played.
I think this is just the nail in the coffin.
They play well together. Honestly, in some of these fights, the way Gideon, Lehends, even Kingen played together is like, it's nice. It's yeah, it's good. I mean, I'm just gonna say right now, like, it's Lehends. By a mile, this guy was super good. Like, I feel like this game, Gideon and Kingen as well, as a tandem, like, but especially Lehends. Especially Lehends did so well. Duro, once again, honestly, worst player of the game, it's Duro. It's 100% Duro. Then it's like, honestly, like, Keen was okay, but like I felt like he could do way more. And Chovy is pumping. Like, Chovy's definitely doing work, but it's just, it's so hard when like I feel like Keen has to be on the right picks for this to work, to help Duro, because Duro's not recognizing what to do, and it's screwing them over a lot. But I will say for NS, yeah, like, these three, really, really impressive. Fisher definitely had an off game and like kind of got ran by Chovy. Jiwoo was, it was not bad. Not bad. I think the best thing about him so far, about Jiwoo, is his fighting. Like, the team fighting. I think their laning is still a little, like, not 100%, but I think their fighting is doing pretty well. So, yeah, the way NS pretty much won this game was off that one Herald fight. That's it. Literally, that one Herald fight is what changed the entire game. And a lot of it really just matters on the fact that this guy didn't flash. He didn't flash the Cassante. This guy did a really weird thing too. Like, he didn't even play it the right way, and they still won. So really, a lot of it just came from he just didn't flash the Cassante, and so he lost all of his pressure. Chovy did fine, and yeah, Lehends just played. I mean, these three just played really well. That's it.